What's up, everybody? Angry K9 here, back again on the Unnamed Server, and we are over here in the desert right at the Squid Farm that we have been working on for a while now. We finally have it done. Unfortunately, it does have one major flaw, and I'll talk about that in just a second. But as you can see, we've got the water streams hanging down there, and we can't get down there, but I do have a minecart running back and forth. You can see it kind of shooting back and forth there between the water. And it's a hopper minecart, so it picks up any drops on the glass floor down there, takes them right through the glass blocks, and then it has a little unloading area over here where it goes in and it sits on top of the hopper and it unloads, and all of those ink sacks that come through come up to this little structure here. Now this is something I just kind of threw together. I didn't really have any kind of a plan for any major building over here, so I had a bunch of acacia wood and some half slabs, so I just kind of threw this little thing together here, and actually I think it turned out all right. I kind of like it. Now the item elevator is inside this sandstone block here, this little sandstone structure here. That just goes down to the water streams. There's nothing to see down there. I've got all the redstone and everything completely covered. So yeah, I just kind of threw this together in about 10 minutes, and I think it turned out all right, actually. I got a little bit of a roof there. And I got a bed over here, and this is the Inkwell by Angry K9. Got a bunch of extra supplies over here from building this thing, digging things out and everything like that. So if anybody on the server needs them, they can come on over here and grab them. We've got plenty of ink sacks, quite a few. As you can see, I've got, there's 3.5, about almost 4 chests worth there. And another, 3 double chests there. And I've actually got some on my inventory I didn't realize I had. So yeah, it works pretty well when it does work. The flaw that I talked about is the fact that our spawn chunks are mostly in the ocean. So anytime anybody goes over to any of the spawn islands or anywhere near the spawn chunks, a bunch of squid spawn over there, and they stop spawning over here. So right now nothing is spawning over there. I was just over in spawn, and I think Aluni is on the server somewhere. Not really sure where she is, but right now there's a bunch of squid over in the ocean at spawn, and they're not going to spawn here. I'm not really sure what it would take to get them to spawn over. I know I can do it if I restart the server. Obviously I don't want to do that. I think if there's just one person online and not in the spawn chunks for 20 minutes, or maybe if they're in the nether or something like that actually, and nobody's in the overworld, I think that will eventually clear out the spawn chunks and they'll start spawning over here again. Not really sure, but yeah, so that is its major flaw. No big deal. We've got plenty of ink sacks to work with right now anyway, and I can always get online here. I spend a lot of time alone on the server. It's kind of died out again, unfortunately, but I can still build up a lot of ink sacks. So anyway, what I want to do right now is head on over to the Guardian Farm. You know, I've been working on the Guardian Farm as well as working on this Squid Farm here, and I've made some progress on the Guardian Farm since last episode. I've put in the floor, and I've got most of the minecart tracks in. I'm going to have a very similar collection system down there using hopper minecarts running back and forth under a glass floor, picking up all the drops, and going to be unloading and putting them into an item elevator. I think I might be moving them into an item elevator and moving them up to the surface to a room up there. Let me eat real quick. I'm not sure if I'm going to do that though. I might just go ahead and put the room underground somewhere and just have all the drops go through hoppers. Save myself a little bit of work there, eh? And we'll see how that goes. But anyway, I'm going to head on over there, and when I get there, I'll be back. Tick, 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 tick. Yeah. Yep, we are over here now, and we are underground, and I've actually been doing a lot of work AFK, listen to me. I've actually been doing a lot of work off camera. I wish I could do the work AFK. I wouldn't have to sit in front of the computer. That would be fun. But anyway, been doing a lot of work on this thing off camera, and I've got a good majority of it done, at least a lot more than what we had done last time. Now, I'm going to stand here for a second and look at this thing. You can see we've got some amazing spawn rates here. Got quite a bit of caving done as well. Den Masters did a lot of caving down there. Somebody's been mining around under here, digging random tunnels in random directions. Fortunately, they've been lighting them up. Kind of annoying that they do that, but that's alright. Got a lot of drops down here, and this is just what we've collected. Just what I've collected just from working on this thing. There is more topside there. And there's a lot more underground here. Now, I've got all these hopper minecarts running back and forth. Since we have a gold farm now, I went ahead and used the powered rail trick all the way. And I've got 58 hopper minecarts running side to side there. Last season, I had water streams carrying these guys down to the center into lava. But they can swim against water currents and ignore water currents, so they were hanging out. It was really killing the spawn rates. Since they are dying on impact now, you can see we're getting some amazing spawn rates here. I am the only one on the server right now, so that makes a big difference. When other people are on the server, if they're not in this area, it does tend to slow down a bit. But for right now, it's just constantly raining guardians. And all those hopper minecarts running back and forth take all those drops that they pick up. Not to these chests, but down underground where we just were, and all this access here, this ladder and everything is temporary. I've got a very simple system here. It's a one-wide collection system. A hopper minecart comes up there, lands on the powered rail, which you really can't see here. Let me go ahead and knock out a couple of blocks here. Anyway, hopper minecart comes up, hits that powered rail there. When it's powered, it will just take off back the other way. If the hopper minecart has any items in it, it'll drop it into this hopper, which will activate this comparator, which turns off this redstone torch, which unpowers this block and unpowers this repeater, which unpowers that block, and in turn turns off this powered rail until, of course, the hopper minecart is empty. All the items in there go into that dispenser there, or that dropper actually. Now, this was actually a design that I borrowed from Asuma when he built Guardfall. I don't know if he originally came up with this design or not, but it's really handy. I'm guessing the dropper there is for buffering purposes, in case there are more drops in the hopper minecart than the hopper can handle. It can just take it all through there and have some extra space. But as you can hear, this thing is just ticking non-stop because of the amount of drops that we're getting. It's just going and going and going. Let me put all this back, and it stopped. Let's see, I don't really remember. Put that there, and I don't think that was, let's see here, I think we're alright. I'll just, no, that's andesite, don't want that, don't want that. Stone bricks is what I want. Just put that right there. This really doesn't matter. This is probably going to be closed off at some point in time. Just wanted to leave it open right now so we could take a look at it. And then down here, all of those drops come through these hoppers here and into this dispenser system and into these water streams. Now, this area down here I have worked on quite a bit over the last few days, and I have been, I don't know, doing it over and over again. I've probably gone through this about 4 different times. Originally, I had a huge room dug out here. I mean, it was at least as wide as from the back of these hoppers here, from that wall to that far wall there. It was that wide, at least as high as this. And I dug it all out, then I changed my mind about how I wanted to do it, so I filled most of it back in, ended up digging more of it out. I ended up blowing up 2 picks doing this. Actually, the one pick I have now has already been repaired once, and I had another one that was repaired twice and then broke. Just digging all this out and then filling it back in because I just can't seem to make up my mind which way I want to do this. Now, originally I wanted to have a sorting system down here, but there are so many drops coming through that the sorting system just could not keep up with it. And it kept falling apart, so to speak, and it was breaking, so I couldn't do that. So I decided I was going to have 4 different glass elevators, item elevators going up, just have them come out from each of these dropper systems, going up to however high I went up with it. But then I decided I'm not going to do 4, I'm just going to have 2 of these dispenser systems running into one water stream, and I'll just have them sorted that way. Then I decided I wasn't going to sort them. I'm just going to go ahead and have them go back into 2 banks of chests. But now that I'm putting these chests in, I think, you know, it might be possible actually to go ahead and sort these, because I think I've got these to where I can have 3 banks for each drop. You know, have 3 banks of shards here, here, and here, and then crystals here, here, and here, and then fish here, here, and here. And then I'll have some sort of overflow system where if it doesn't get sorted, it'll drop into lava or something like that. I'm thinking about I'm going to do that instead of doing it the way I'm doing it. That way everything is sorted automatically. Now, I don't know if I'll be able to use the sorting system or not, because as you can see with the number of drops coming down when I'm alone on this server, these things run pretty much non-stop. These drops just come out of here non-stop. Right now I have them all going into lava. and because there are just so many of them, I would not have chest space for all of them. And that's why I think I'm going to have to employ some kind of overflow system. And yeah, I'm trying to do this without picking up any excess drops, but that just doesn't seem to work. There we go. So yeah, thinking about doing that. I'll probably have them come water streams over this way, follow out to here, and right now what I was going to do is just going to have the water push them into these hoppers. They're just going to follow along and just fall into these chests right here. But I'm thinking what I might do instead now is just go ahead and build the sorting system, extend this path on over to here, have one type of drop come out here, and then have another hopper chain come from back through here maybe, and then another one from right here, and we'll just do it, I think 5, and then I think right here. I don't know if that's where the no, not quite far enough, but yeah, I'm thinking about doing that maybe. And actually, that probably would be just fine. I'll probably just do it from right there. I don't think there's anything under here. Yeah, we could probably do it that way. And then that way, and I'll do the same thing on both sides. That way I'll have the items sorted in each area here. And that way we won't have to do any manual sorting. I think that might work out since I have these split up the way I do. Instead of having all 4 dispenser systems going into one stream, into one area at once, maybe I can separate them out like this. Maybe this will work. Man, that is so frustrating. But yeah, when it's just one person on the server here, this thing just goes like nuts. So when other people on the server, it does slow down a little bit, so that might help. And I shouldn't do that right there because that's just going to cause a problem. Because now the fish are just going to build up like crazy. So yeah, let me just go ahead and get rid of that, and I'll just do it this way. So yeah, I'm going to work on that a little bit off camera, but I'm not really going to do that right now. What I want to do right now is I noticed a little island off to the side of this island, and I'm thinking I want to go check that out because I think I might pick that as my permanent base. Now I am building a house on this big island here, and we can go take a look at that as well. I haven't been over there yet. I've been doing some work. Kind of got an idea of what I've been doing, what I want to do with it anyway. And I based it on something that I built on Biff's fan server when I was on there. And where the heck did my boat go? Seems to keep disappearing. So I'm going to head on over to my little house over there that I'm building, and we'll take a look at that and see what else I've been working on off camera. And I am just about back at my little house here. This is the big island, and that over there is actually our original spawn island, the small one there. You can see I'm pretty close. And this lighthouse here is something that Caliba has built. He seems to have a thing for lighthouses. He built one over there. Now he's built one here. So that's pretty cool looking, I think. And if this boat will cooperate, I'm going to go ahead and jump out of it. Oh, I don't want to hit. Oh, well. Boats suck in 1.8. That's all I can say. They just suck anymore. But anyway, my little house is right over here, and we could run right through a little hole in the side of the hill here, under this tree, down through this little cave. Now, before I go through there, like I said, the design of this particular thing is something that I started with on Biff's fan server. I kind of like the design on the inside at least. So here we are at my little house. First time I've seen it on video. Now it's built right into the side of the hill there, and this is actually kind of based on 2 different things. First of all, my private server, the RMC server, is a server that I have that I spend some time on. I don't make videos over there. It's just me and some of my friends. A long time ago, before I started making videos, we were playing on the RMC server, and I built a little house, something like this, in the side of a mountain. And it was actually made of wood and glass. This was long before we had andesite and diorite, and I decided to build that again, but updated it to use some more modern building materials such as the lanterns and the stained glass and everything, andesite, diorite. And I actually kind of think this turned out really cool because honestly, I didn't have a plan when I did this. I just started throwing it together. Just kind of playing around with different blocks. This is what I came up with, and well, I like it. Maybe you don't. I do. And I had to surround my farm here because the dang rabbits were killing my carrots. coming in here taking my carrots. Daggone it. So yeah, anyway, I just kind of threw some grass and some flowers and things around here, a couple of trees. So beware of the dog. And I had to put an iron door here because of damn zombies. And the inside of this thing is based on what I built on Biffus fan server. Remember that huge tower that I built there? I had several floors, and a couple of them were laid out like this. I just like this style with the andesite, diorite, the gray, red, and black carpeting. I'm not really sure, and of course the half slabs. I don't know. It looks cool. I like it. And I've got some white stained glass back there. And this is Angry K9's special bone in its special place. Besnardum had left this in my mailbox over in Spawn. So I figured I'd put it in a frame and hang it out right there. And of course I got a clock there to let me know whether it's day or night outside. Just a few chests here for storage, nothing fancy. And then I have the other room over here, which is more or less kind of the main hub room, I guess you could call it. Now I don't have a portal in here. I'm not really sure where I'm going to put a portal, if I'm going to put it back there, if I'm going to put it down here, if I'm even going to put a portal in here. I don't know. This was just kind of a temporary house. It's not going to be my permanent base. Originally I had nether rack up here, or I'm sorry, nether bricks up here. Didn't like it, so I went ahead and took it out, replaced it with a red stained clay, and it looks more like what I built on Biffus fan server. I just like the design. Got some cyan stained clay here. And it just all fits really well with the white glass and everything like that. Got a little brewing area over here that I think turned out pretty good. Got my high quality H2O up there. And I don't even think I have any water bottles. Got an enchanting station over there. Got my bed right here. And I don't know, I just kind of like the look of this with the andesite, the diorite, the sea lanterns, and the white stained glass, and the cyan stained clay. I just think it all fits really well together, even with the half slabs. In this texture pack at least, pretty much the same in the default pack too. Don't know about other ones though, haven't really looked at them in any other ones, might have to check that out sometime, but I just like the way it looks. I don't know, I like this design. It kind of gives me that clean, pristine feeling, so to speak. I don't know, but anyway, I do have an enchanting station over here, lots of anvils, and of course I've got some white stained glass in there, quite a bit of books. Actually, some of them are pretty good, a couple of silk touch books in there. And feather falling, and some of them aren't so great. Got more of them over here, some lower level enchants over there, and some leather. Gonna have to get some paper and make up some more books. So anyway, I need to get rid of that wood, and I think it's getting dark, so I am gonna sleep real quick when I get the chance here. Go ahead and get rid of that. And then there was a little island I saw off to the side, I think in that direction, not too far away from the Guardian farm. And I don't think anybody's claimed it. I'm not sure how big it is, so I want to go take a look at that. And we'll do that. And of course right now I just have this down here. And that's the only way up. That's not permanent, that's temporary. Not sure what I'm going to do with that down there. And I've got this open up to the air up there. I was thinking about building some kind of tower, but I'm thinking I might just build a domed roof here, glass dome roof. Not really sure. And I kind of got distracted there. So like I said, I'm going to sleep real quick, and then I'm going to go find that little island. I want to check that out and see if that's a good place for a permanent base. Okay, well, I got a little bit distracted. I was sailing around looking for that little island, and I actually ran into the Extreme Hills area just off the side of the main island. Right over there is the main island, just outside of Caliba area. And this Extreme Hills area is over here. And this is going to be, I think it's going to be the perfect place for me to build an ice farm. Now, an ice farm was something else I have planned, and I was thinking about finding a cold biome to do it in, but this is going to give me plenty of room right here. It's close to spawn, so this is going to be the perfect area, I think. What I didn't know was about that roof forest over there, and I got to be careful so I don't fall down, because that's a long way down. I didn't know that roof forest was that close. I knew there was one somewhere. I just didn't realize it was that nearby, so that's really cool too. Not that it really does me any good, but if I need any dark oak, there's plenty of it there. And yeah, so this is actually going to be a great place for an ice farm. And did you see me just drop down and didn't take any damage? I guess 3 blocks. Let's see how much damage I take here. Whee! Ow. Heart and a half. Not bad for feather falling 4. So, but I'm looking at this, thinking that this spot right down here, this low area here, is going to be a great spot for it. And I'm going to throw this egg at this chicken just because I can. And yeah, I think there'll be plenty of room here for a small ice farm. Don't really need to do a huge one. probably just level this area off. Maybe a small 16 by 16 farm. Not really sure. Have to see how it goes. I might check out one of JL 2579's fancy schmancy redstone style bulk ice farms, his big ice cube farm, whatever, however that works. I might look into that, see if that still works in 1.8. Could build that. Could build several ice farms. Maybe small one there, small one down there, another one over there. Just have them all over the place. So yeah, anyway, I did sail by that little section of island that I was looking at, and I don't think it's going to be big enough to do what I wanted to do, so I'll just have to find another area, and you'll have to excuse me. I have a daggone mouse running around in my office here, and he seems to be avoiding all my traps. I don't know how he's doing it, but he's getting fatter and fatter, so I don't know what he's snacking on, but he's really freaking annoying. But can't seem to catch him. I guess I should get a cat. Anyway, I'm going to dive down here. Splash! That was a pretty deep dive there. Went down underwater a lot further than I thought. And right over here is Caliba house. And I can throw the boat in here. And we'll just sail along here. I'm going to go take a brief look at Caliba place here. And, oh, there's a big something over there. What is that? I think CPU said something about building a giant tree. So maybe that's what that is. Watch that boat break. Yep, figured it would. I miss the good old days when you could sail through a river on a boat and it not break. Shut up, sheep. So anyway, this is Caliba place. Him and his wife have been building like mad building going on over here. Got a little stable here. Indoor carrot farm to protect it from the rabbits. Get up there. Why can I get up there? Got a wheat farm. Copy of the default from a villager. And what do we got here? We have a random structure that looks like it's actually under construction. And what is all that? You hear that? Ah! Close all doors, gates, and trapdoors when exiting. Got a rabbit farm in here, I'm guessing. Wabbit season! Really don't like these stinking rabbits. Hey, where do you think you're going? Huh? I think these rabbits are useless, totally pointless. I don't even know why they added them to the game. They don't serve any purpose other than just, I don't know. I don't know what the point was, other than getting in the way and eating carrots. Growing carrot farms, just that much more work that you have to do now. I think I'm going to go ahead and wrap this episode up here. There's a train coming anyway. Just wanted to do a little bit of catch-up here, kind of show you what I've been doing off camera. I've been doing a lot of work off camera, and that's going to kind of be my thing from now on. And hello, Mr. Train. Oh, we got a bridge coming over here. I think that would probably be Jade and Max that built that. I'm glad he left enough room under it to sail under it with a boat. If someday they do ever fix boats, I might sail the river. But, yeah, I'm kind of glad he left some room under there to do that in case. It's going to be kind of a... I don't always use the bridge, so when I come from my base, which is just over behind his, so I'm going to have to keep that in mind now. If I come out on the wrong side, there's not going to be any way to get back over there, because it's completely closed off all the way around, with no way over. Interesting. Maybe I'll have to tie into that. So anyway, yeah, I think that's going to wrap this episode up. Not a whole lot of building, just a lot of talking. Kind of a common thing for me. But you see the projects we've been working on. I did finish the Squid Farm finally, and talked about its flaw, and I'm working on the Guardian Farm. And they're all pretty much standard, so there's no sense in really going through all of what I'm doing with that. I want to work on that sorting system. Hopefully I can get that to work out right, and we'll see how that goes. And then I'm going to start an ice farm, and I also want to work on a witch farm. So I'm kind of working on all these farms right now. Not really too worried about a permanent base. I did want to find one of these smaller islands off to the side of this big island here, but they're all too small for my purposes. So I'm going to have to find a different area and see what I can come up with. In the meantime, please feel free to comment, rate, and subscribe to my channel if you're not a subscriber. Also, you may have noticed I have some new channel art, and also on my Twitter page I have a new header. That is all courtesy of Tren. He is an excellent artist, done some work for me, and you can find a link to his channel down in the description of this video. Also, head over to Twitter and check him out over there. He spends more time over there, I think, than he does on YouTube. He does some great work, so if you're looking for some artwork, I'm sure you can work out a deal with him with a reasonable price. He's a great artist. His work is really cool. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Sure do appreciate it. My name is Angry K9, and I will see you next time. Whee!